Hey there, Johnny Daniel, your Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator. Hey, I thought I'd make a card with you today. So this one is from the Them Bones Sweet Collection, and this is Bag of Bones is the stamp set I'm using. So in front of me I have card base matte, some designer series paper, some embellishments already cut out of the glow-in-the-dark paper, 6x6, is our little waving skeleton. I have some basic gray ink as well as clear embossing powder. I'll explain in a minute. So let's get going, huh? So for this one, obviously we're going to need our stamp, but I'm going to move. So our glow-in-the-dark embellishments, yes, they really glow in the dark, are bats, little bats, and ghosts. So we'll see which ones we use depending on how it comes out. So I'm going to move Mr. Skeleton here. This is our card base out of thick white. Why? Because I don't like seeing bumps when I write in it. So that's all it is. And then this is Starry Sky cardstock. Them Bones 12x12 designer series paper. This is one of the designs in there, of course cut appropriately. Looks like I need to have a new blade put in because I've got some fuzzies down there. So we're going to move this to the side. Then I've got already on my block the skeleton waving. So we're going to do basic gray. Now on the glow-in-the-dark paper, it's much like the glossy paper used to be in the sense that it doesn't set. So when you do this, you will need to sprinkle it with clear embossing powder. And let's see if I could get this lined up. You will need to sprinkle it with clear embossing powder and then heat it. Now the cool thing is the glow-in-the-dark will come through the ink, not bad. The clear embossing powder will come through the ink, or the glow-in-the-dark will come through the ink and the clear embossing powder. There's where that was. And you will be able to see the ink as well as the glow-in-the-dark stuff. All right. We'll make sure that's covered. Now, can I find it is the question. Let's get my tweezers. These come in the toolkit we have. Yes, I have a fan on, which is why I'm having such trouble with it, but it's okay. Just moved it off to the side so all my powder doesn't end up wisping away. So now I'm going to heat it. How do we know it's done? It's kind of hard on this because the texture is hard to see, but if you hold it against where sunlight's coming in, you'll be able to see, or you can feel it, but if you try to feel it, guess what happens? You rub it off, right? So another way to look is that it gets more shiny. So as you can see, my head is starting to get shiny. So if you can see the difference in the color, that's when you know it's done. For the gray at least. But it definitely comes out a tiny bit more brilliant. Definitely want to use a tweezer here. Feel like it's a bad game of Operation, right? Anybody remember that game from a long time ago? Got a little bow tie to connect everything in. How cute. So let's see if we could do this without moving my tweezer. We will see how it comes out, or if there's a piece missing. Yeah, I'm still gonna do a little bit more. Gonna touch that foot, make sure it's good. I think we're about there. So there we go. Okay, once that cools off, which pretty much is already. Okay, so we can put this guy with mini dimensionals, glue dots, just seal, all kinds of things. I think I'm going to pick glue dots. I have a little more control in the small areas, so there you go. If your glue dots are a little gummy from the summer, put them in front of a fan, pop them in the fridge for a second. And by a second, I mean about a minute. Definitely changes how they react. All right, so after about 3 of those, I'm gonna put this here and do this, okay? And then I'm gonna put in the sky a couple more embellishments. We're gonna put a couple more bats and a couple of ghosts. You can almost see that those are already kind of going, huh? So let's see, where should I put this other one? Down here. All right, so there you go. And that is the project with the Them Bones set. So thanks again for joining me. Follow me, stampingwithjohnny.com. Thank you. Bye-bye.